just want to say a few things. First, to my father on the right. Many of you know that my dad was the varsity baseball coach for over 20 years, ever since I was a little kid. When I was a freshman, I thought, do I play baseball one day for my dad, or do I run track? So I asked advice, and I said, Dad, should I play baseball or should I run track? And he said, son, you suck at baseball. I do suck at baseball. You know, he said, son, you'll do things in track that I think you'll be proud of. And for that, thank you. I just like to thank my track coaches, all my coaches throughout the years, but especially my track coaches, Coach Byer. He brought the 3 F's for me to track: family, fun, and friendship. Every day that we had practice, I was so excited. It didn't matter if we were running repeat 200s or 400s. I was always looking forward to it. You made the environment fun, and every day was a joy to be a part of your team, and I appreciate that. I can always remember you yelling for me on the curve of a 400-meter dash and telling me to push it just a little harder. Coach Frank Bonham, who couldn't be here tonight, if you've had a chance to run for him, he's an inspiration, just his presence. He still runs to this day, however old he is, 70. But just a wonderful man who pushed me every day to be a better athlete, and for that I'm grateful. I can remember breaking the 400-meter dash record. Coach Byer was hugging me, my parents were hugging me, and Coach Bonham says, now that was good, but you know, you kind of broke stride that last 50 meters. So it was that kept pushing me to be a better runner and a better athlete. Coach Sleeper, who I have the honor of being inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight with, I just wanted to run for you. I can remember wishing that I could play football one day for Carl Sharon, and unfortunately he retired before I could get there. And I remember being a little kid in junior high, and I was wondering, man, Coach Sleeper's been around a long time. I don't know if he's still going to be there or not. But I was blessed to be able to have you as a coach. You were so upbeat to all of us, my friends, teammates. Every day was a joy, and you gave some of the most unique, motivational speeches I can ever remember. Being on a bus before a big meet, you'd say something about spilling some blue and white paint. Is that like a metaphor or something? I think so. Let's do it. It was that UP flair that I loved so much, and I'll never forget. Thank you. It's an honor to thank you. To my family, to my brother, who as a kid pushed me to be the best person, the best athlete I could be. Ever since we were little kids, I wanted to beat him in everything I could. I probably cheated in too many things to be a better person, but it made me a better student, a better athlete because of that. To my dad, a lot of you also don't know that he retired from coaching baseball just so he could watch me run my last 2 years. And I'm forever grateful for that. It took a lot of, probably not, but it took maybe having to watch me run on tape and having to hear about the results. And I know how much hard it was for me to give that up. And thank you. And to my #1 fan, my mother, who, it didn't matter if the meet was in Oscoda, Gravely, Gaylord, Beaverton. It didn't matter when I was in college at Grand Valley, if it was in St. Louis, Missouri, or Indianapolis. You were always there, cheering for me. And this is because of you, for you, because always in my mind, when I was running, I could hear you telling me to kick in my turbo boosters. And I couldn't have done it without you always being there. I'm not going to do all that. Thank you very much. To the students, student athletes, I used to sit in the same seats you guys sit in a few years ago. And for me, I used to look up at the track and record board, and I used to set goals and dreams for myself to say, you know, I want these records, or I hope when I graduate I can have these records. And you don't have to be a runner, a baseball player, you can be in the band, choir, debate team, whatever it might be, but high school is only 4 years, and it goes by so fast. And before you know it, it's going to be gone, and you're going to have regret if you don't set goals or dreams. And it doesn't matter if you want the day to be over or not, don't wish that. Set those goals, dream big, and I promise, when you walk down to graduation, know that you tried your hardest, and that's all that your parents, coaches, and teachers will ever ask you. So, thank you again, it's an honor.